Welcome to Vibe Unit. This is session 64. If this is your first time with us for a session of Vibe Unit, let me tell you a little bit about us. We are a live music broadcast and a launch pad for musicians and sound engineers, and our aim is to build community and facilitate creativity. The whole thing started out as a passion project for John and I. We operate on a fairly small budget. So we're curious now what kind of growth we could achieve with community. So if you enjoy what you hear today, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel, following us on Twitch, liking us on Facebook, and also, if you want to donate some money, we got a Cash App and a Patreon. It's pretty easy to do that. Also, feel free to comment if you're on like a app of some kind, like Facebook, whatever. We can interact with you in real time, which is pretty cool. And we really like that actually, to get some feedback while we're streaming. If you want to be on an episode of Vibe Unit, email us at media@vibeunit.com. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and that's it. All right, John. So we're about to go in here. Got some guys. We got Taylor and Zach in the house. Myself on bass. We're going to start with some metal. I don't usually play metal. Here's some microphones for you, John. I don't typically play metal music, so hopefully I don't burn your ears up too much.
So I guess while we're kind of still dealing with some logistics stuff, a couple of things that are interesting about today that I think are worthwhile to mention. We are ampless today. We are running all modelers. Zach is using his usual kind of setup. He's running a Kemper Profiler. We're running that in stereo. He goes straight into that, and everything you're hearing in terms of what he's playing, it's all coming out of there today. That's not a huge departure from usual because typically when Zach comes through Vibe Unit, he brings his Kemper with him. So a lot of his kind of sounds you hear from week to week are very consistent for that reason. So you may not hear a whole lot of new things there. We do, however, have a Fractal Axe-Fx here. This is an Axe-Fx 3. Running the latest firmware. We've got some stuff on there that Zach and I have spent the last couple of weekends kind of honing in the details of.
It's the Mark II, so it's up to date.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Latest everything.
It's the only thing that's further than mine.
Yep. So not doing anything crazy with that today, but it is just acting as our Swiss Army knife, replacing our typical setup, which is a crank 100-watt tube head into a 2x12 Mesa. So we're just basically foregoing mics and amps today entirely. I think Mike has... You're using a little bit of bass amp, I think, for feel.
Yeah, just for feel.
I understand that.
I've been putting my foot on it just to feel the tonal center.
If somebody has a Fractal that they like to
If you could, go ahead and speak into the microphone so that people can hear you.
If someone's got a Fractal that they like to use and they don't want to tote their Fractal, and they
if you've got
Vibe Unit, you can bring a USB.
Yeah, bring a drive or email us some profile or some patches for Fractal, and we can load those right up. And I was just mentioning as well, you've got the Profiler rack as well, and that's kind of the centerpiece of your tones. But I kind of mentioned, other than the adjustments we've made, it's actually, if anything, less of a departure for you today. We're just kind of being consistent, right? I mean, this is kind of like the culmination, right? We're not making huge changes, but small adjustments and just kind of improving where we can. But having both pieces of the guitar equation today handled that way is made it a lot easier to get something acceptable to listen to, right?
Silent stage, right?
And levels, man, and just everything all together kind of comes together better. Like, I don't know, like a lot of guys, if they know Fractal and they know Kemper, they'd say it's almost it's kind of weird to see the two go together.
Yeah.
But I know actually quite a few bands have done that in the past. Like, one guy will use a Kemper, one guy will use a Fractal, because maybe one guy's not quite as educated on gear as the other guy. Kind of like you with me with the Kemper, you with the Fractal, and you and I have been like educating each other back and forth.
Right, yeah, they have kind of different, like, they can do all the same things almost, but they can also do like none of the, like almost none of the same things if you don't want them to. I mean, they can be both very similar or very different, depending on how you set them up and whatever. So we've had a good experience, kind of using them in tandem.
Yeah.
I mean, what like 3 weekends in, I think we are at this point, like kind of dialing. We were doing a lot of like 7-string stuff originally, but that kind of really got the thing figured out, right? Because that's a little tougher.
Drop C.
Yeah, we were
Right
C.
now, yeah.
We were C at the time. And what are
Yeah.
we today? Go ahead and walk us through what we're running.
Playing in drop C sharp today.
Okay.
This is the Ibanez S series, and then Taylor's got his Paul Reed Smith here today, which is pretty cool. That's in drop C sharp as well. So we're able to
Yeah, one thing I like,
That's the bridge, dude.
since everything is silent stage today, or like we don't have any amps or anything going, that really lends itself to what we're doing with the headphones. If you're watching and you want to be on an episode of this, we're encouraging people to bring passive headphones if you got them.
Good
Sure.
headphones. Good headphones.
Yeah, Zach's got a pair on. Can you plug your pair real quick? We're not
Yep.
We're not,
we're not
sponsored,
by
obviously,
it,
but these are really great headphones.
If you can see these are the Sony MDR 7506s. Thank you, John, for suggesting that. That's all him. And a combination of Mike too, because Mike, you were kind of in on that conversation.
Yeah,
for
sure.
like a
I'll take
couple
credit.
Weeks until I decided, until I decided I didn't want to use $20 headphones anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then realized that all the tone that I've ever dialed in was absolute booty because my headphones did not mime the actual tone that was actually being.
And there was
made.
like $100 each. Did you mention that? They're like
$99.99,
which is
on
pretty decent
Amazon.
for like good
I
sounding
suggest going
headphones.
through Sweetwater. They have a 2-year warranty on everything they sell.
Hey, we're not sponsored by them either, but we love Sweetwater.
We do love Sweetwater.
Love us some Sweetwater. We're gonna hopefully get a trip down there at some point.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Never
Oh,
been
hey,
there.
John.
Dude,
Never been there. I want to
Hey,
go.
John,
your
we,
mind will fall out of its head.
I'm sure it will.
It's
Katie
crazy.
was
Can't
over
wait.
at my house, and I kind of had this idea. It was like we should do a road trip to Sweetwater together, and then do an acoustic vibe unit session out at one of the parks out there in Fort Wayne.
We'll take my bus.
Oh yeah,
There we go.
Taylor's
Oh my
gonna-
God, there we go. That'd be so.
How
How
official
do
would
How
it
do you
look?
feel
2
about that?
months.
Like we could record our road trip, having fun, and then like
Actually, all the stuff that we're doing right now, in a sense, like in terms of broadcast, we could easily take out. You know,
Yeah.
Just need a smaller interface and a little system like that.
really, if we were doing it, I would go out with literally probably like the Focusrite
Yeah.
and a MacBook
yeah.
and
Just
a
run 8
second
channels.
machine to run OBS, and that's the end of it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
and then what I was thinking is like we could do an acoustic session, like
Yeah.
outdoors.
We could
Like,
do it
it'd
anywhere
be
you want.
So
Hey,
great,
how about
dude.
this? Also, not any kind of sponsor, right? But like, basically where I'm at with it is anywhere my 4G or 5G coverage has decent service, we can do it.
Yeah.
So
And actually, I've got some hotspot. I think I get like 3 gigabytes of hotspot on my phone too. So I'm willing to put that up there as
sure,
well.
yeah,
to help
that'd be
out.
really fun. Yeah. So if we do it, we'll try to let in the people a little bit on what we're
Yeah.
doing.
I
Come
think
with us,
that'd
right?
Be really fun.
Do a
man.
session down there.
But obviously, we'll just wait maybe a month or two until it's nicer out.
Yeah,
man.
get the
Good to
weather
go.
kind of cooperating a little bit.
And then actually have like do a quick like what do you call that, like a general run setting, and
Campground
yeah,
session.
we could do like
Yeah.
we could do a campfire session at my house
Yeah.
if you want,
Like,
because I've got the fire pit
Man,
and all
there's
that
a lot of
stuff.
potential here. I'm hearing
there's
a lot of cool ideas.
like camping places that have like stages and stuff like that.
No way.
Fort Wayne's full of that kind of thing. It's really kind of a
Dude, the
I
Red
mean,
Arrow
down from
Highway is
where I'm
full of that
from,
thing.
yeah.
Red Arrow Highway's got campgrounds down the whole.
That's true.
Red Arrow Highway. We could probably get somewhere to stay for $25 for a night.
Yeah.
I mean, stay in the bus.
There you go.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
That's the other. Yeah. Don't forget that.
I
I
will
mean,
be. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I'm
like,
bro,
I made this to live
will-
in,
You
so
can get attacked by bears if you want, but
Hey, I'll dig a foxhole. They won't find me. I'll be.
they don't
covered-
even like foxes.
Right, and then you guys will be on the bus, and I'll be out in my foxhole. You guys will be like, what does the fox say? I'm like, I don't know.
I would never say that.
I would never say that.
Yeah. So good.
C sharp works well on an E actually because C sharp is the minor of E. So I can actually for my one chord, I could just go down to the A.
That's true.
It sounds really cool. Songs in C sharp. For you at home, want to play along.
Right, play it. We can just start doing play along, sing alongs.
This is a C sharp Aeolian scale, also known as a C sharp minor scale. But we also do a C sharp harmonic minor scale as well at some point. If you're a theory nerd like me.
Theory.
Not yet.
Theory, I barely know her.
Theory.
Theory, I barely know he.
String theory. Get it?
I do.
I see
Another
what you
pun.
did there.
Yeah, yeah. Now we're getting punny.
craziest freaking bell on it. Listen to this. It's trashy.
Try with the other end. No, the other end. Try it with the other end. Oh, yeah.
That's filthy.
Hey, that syncopated beat we were doing, that was awesome. I want to do that right now. It was so cool. Did you hear that syncopated thing we started getting into? It'd be sweet if everyone was doing that.
I was trying to do
Just
like
for a
it was
minute.
like a 3/4, but
Yeah,
kinda thing.
do you remember how that beat felt? Can you access it right now? It's weird. And
I don't know. Maybe.
And then, like, on the turnaround, it could be like just like straight up syncopation. You know, like da 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 da.
The thing is, I'm trying very, very carefully to keep you in 4, even though you're playing it like a AAA groove.
Yep, yep.
You know?
I'm just trying to figure out what the notes are.
What the notes are? C sharp, E, F sharp minor.
You don't
What-
have to follow that.
Yeah, I wasn't
Because I
following it
wasn't.
exactly. Well, I wasn't either, but that's kind of like what I was basing that on.
It's the same area.
Yeah, it's all in C sharp minor. Like we mentioned before, it's like, well, as
Is
long
that bridge
as
pickup?
we're all in C sharp minor, it should be fine.
It's pretty nasty.
Honestly.
I like the cleans. It's really full for a fucking bridge pickup.
I was doing like this, F, that would go to the E, and then I'd go, oh, sorry, I'm not explaining this right. I was like, C sharp, E, F sharp minor, C sharp, E, F sharp minor. That's what I was doing. It doesn't matter.
I can't even hear the bass, so.
Yeah. I can't tell because I can feel it over here with the amp. Hey, could I get a little more bass if I ask Katie? Hey, Katie, can I have a little more bass? Hold on. Is it that one? Yeah. Don't go that much. Come down just a little bit. A little more down. I think that's fine. Is that better?
Yeah. The less shit going into it, the better, man.
Really?
I'm saying.
Oh.
He doesn't have a switch on his mic.
Oh.
Remember how when we first started doing this, we were like, listen, whenever we get mics, we're going to get the ones with switches. And then, like, because I very distinctly remember saying that myself. So, yeah, there was a reason for that, and then we just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
And that was the reason. We need some freaking screamer, dude. We need vocals. Because I sadly don't know very many more grooves.
In the tritone?
What do you mean you don't know more grooves?
That's it.
Yeah, for metal, you really, man, that double bass metal would have came in handy today.
Yeah.
You don't like double bass, I already know.
I don't mind it. I don't play like drums like that.
No, I
so
know, I know.
it's very outside of my wheelhouse.
No, I get it. I get it. It's cool though, cause where you if you don't do that, I do. You know what I'm saying? I got your
This
back.
feels
We're
like
But you play really, really, really well on that keyboard, so it's not really like when you're writing and stuff like that. It's not even a
up on
big
that
deal
rhythm.
for you.
It
I
feels
love that,
it feels
though.
like the stuff you've been listening to a little bit, where they're like just like on a stage like making noise, and it's just like that.
Exactly. So where's the vocals, right?
I feel like you don't have to be that coherent to sing those vocals.
Nah. But you're overestimating
have-
my coherence.
You have to practice for fucking thousands of hours of scream, bro. Thousands of hours. Any kind of distorted vocals, unless you want to destroy your vocal flaps for the rest of your life and never sing again.
I don't know. Am I gonna be able to get like a whole hit record done before that happens?
Probably not. Not with all it takes. Not with all it takes. You'd have to take.
All right. Scratch that.
Although, because dude, I remember who the hell was it who said I want to, dude. It was either like it wasn't Bring Me the Horizon. It was the other dude, fucking Suicide Silence guy, said that before he started taking vocal lessons, like after shows, he'd be fucking spitting up, coughing up blood and shit.
I believe it.
Yep. On tour, mind you. And it's pretty fucking metal, isn't it? Like that's so metal. Like if you think about like what is more metal than being like after I guess at the after party like spitting up blood in front of people.
In
Like,
Norway,
dude, do you have alcohol poisoning? No, I just got done screaming for an entire hour and a half.
in Norway, they would take a ram's head. In Norway,
This
during
has
in
no
the
part
black
in
metal
that.
scene, do you guys know about this? In the black metal scene in Norway, they will take a ram's head and fill it with food coloring and like make blood out of it, and then they'll throw it out in the crowd so everyone gets blood all over.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Do you know?
That sounds
who does that?
pretty.
Who does that?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
when
yeah,
I
that's
went
true.
to see
I
Behemoth,
just found them recently.
when I
That's
went to go see
very weird.
Behemoth with
Very
Lamb of
strange
God,
experience.
best concert I've ever been to in my life. The singer of Behemoth spit blood all over my face. That was pretty cool.
It was the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, and then
Not
Randy
my vibe, dude.
Randy Blythe spit
I don't like
water
getting
in my face.
blood
I
on
don't think
me.
he meant to. He just like spewed, dude, it was crazy. Like they
Haven't
were
washed
in
my face since.
they were like I had that one shirt that had blood and like spit and nasty disgusting shit from
Well,
singers all over it for like the longest
just-
time.
I really can't access any sort of understanding there. Like, well, I don't know what's going on with me right
so
now.
fucking
Something
brutal.
must be wrong with me. I don't like blood in my face.
Well, no, dude, it wasn't. It was like not like I was like, oh, please spray me with blood. It just like
Please spare me some of your
right.
blood.
No, it just like he just spewed blood all over the front of the crowd in the middle of the show. It was pretty fucking brutal. Those guys are banned from certain countries.
Yeah, they're spitting blood on people, dude.
Do you know
Post COVID, that might be
the
a
first like
that might be a felony.
the first Swedish like black metal band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're all about that black
who
metal.
the hell
over there.
was that? I can't remember their name. There's actually an entire thing on the one guy who like murdered their singer and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty dark that
Um,
whole scene over there, because there was like a bunch of rich kids that had nothing better to do, and they just like they started burning down churches and stuff.
Well, they weren't a bunch of rich kids. The one guy, dude. He's the singer of it starts with a B. I can't remember. I listened to their shit because it's crazy. It's unlike anything you ever
Just
heard.
think of-
It's like the shittiest recordings in the world, and it just sounds so brutal. Like
There's a B word. I'm trying to think of B words that are kind of metal. You know what I'm
Var-
saying?
Yeah.
Varg.
Brutal
There's
does
his name.
it.
Varg.
I've heard of
His
them.
name, yeah. Varg, like
See,
Vicarons or
I
some
don't
shit
know
like
much
that.
about the genre, so if you're listening and you hear me say something ignorant, go ahead and correct me. I don't care. All I know is that that scene was pretty dark over there.
Ooh, yes. No, but dude, like that's the guy who he like they said in the documentary that like was burning down the churches more than anybody.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't like was it like just like some
but
dude
then
that
then not only did he get charged for that, but he went and murdered the singer of Mayhem. There you go, like the original fucking black metal band.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mayhem. Like I guess.
Yeah, I heard that.
He was because he was the leader of
And
the
there's-
Black Circle.
And they never completely like figured out exactly all the details, right? Isn't it kind of mysterious?
Not really. Well, after Var got out of prison, and he's real hardcore pagan, like dude, he's something else. But he's just I don't know, man. He explained the whole thing and said that it was actually a bit of a misunderstanding. But like you could tell, dude, when he was sitting in the courts when he was like young,
That's what they
like
all
you could
say.
tell by the look on his face, like he didn't give a fuck that he was going to prison. He had no fucks to give. Like, oh, sorry.
So my bad drumming. It's a big
But
misunderstanding.
no,
dude.
well, like that. But
You don't
it's crazy though
understand.
because that dude, mind you, like the music that he made, like he wrote the entire albums. He played all the instruments by himself.
Nah.
Talk about a talented guy.
Before it was cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before
Anyway,
bedroom gent was cool.
Right. Bedroom gent. Love that desktop metal.
That's a genre. Come on.
Oh, it is. Go look at Polyphia. Desktop metal right there. How far in are we? How long has it been?
I don't know why.
it has been
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
So we got about 15 minutes until we need to switch over to.
Oh, we're cutting it right in the
Oh,
middle.
you're thinking
Math. Are we still in C sharp? Yeah, good.
if anyone out there's good at like drums and this kind of stuff, you should definitely email me or something.
I know a guy. He might be watching. Maybe in the future. Maybe not live, but Ben is his name. I don't know if you know Ben.
Ben,
He went to school with me. He's a little bit older than me. You were friends with him?
actually, Ben's gonna be here next weekend.
Thanks.
I'm not.
It's
But
established.
I
Ben's one
I
of the
will
best
tell you
drummers.
this. I'm not going to speak for him, but I know Ben doesn't. I don't think he even has a kit set up right now, so he's not super practiced. But
Yeah.
it's going to be a good time.
But it's all in here.
Oh yeah.
He's got it
My
somewhere.
man's on the rudiments, dude.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah, I don't have any of that. I just heard something once I liked and tried to do it
yeah.
badly, and that's where it stopped. Now it sounds like the soundtrack to the first Doom video game.
That's fine. I had.
I wish I knew how to play E1M1.
Do that a little bit like that fast. So, yo, John, do that thing one more time.
Oh shit.
What you were just doing.
I guess that would be the chords.
We're in my territory. All right, get it back, get it back, get it back, get it back. Get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up, get it up. I really wish I knew some brass players that could play trumpets on that. We'll start a ska band. That's a good riff for ska. I won't say anything.
I have the ability to play trumpet, but I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
What's that? Sorry?
I liked what you were doing there, John.
I can play trumpet.
I just want to play more
I don't
punk,
like it.
bro. Punk.
I don't enjoy playing that instrument.
Huh?
You want brass instruments? Got it.
Yeah, I want brass, dude. I want brass. Is that from something?
I don't know. At this point, I'm gonna assume yeah, because it
What are you,
seems like
reference?
all I ever do is say movie quotes, so
Yeah.
it must be from something. Not that original.
Brass, man. See, we need a ska band. I've been saying this since the beginning.
Got it.
Yeah.
I need to practice more, you guys. Like a lot more.
Is it? Do you
Because
think
you know what they say about practice, right?
it makes you better?
Maybe. If you practice the right thing.
Yeah.
Gotta say how
That was cool,
how
though,
Brad-
Taylor. I
how
like that.
Brad Pitt
I know.
say
I know.
it.
John's hitting like that threshold of.
Say,
I love everything. I just can't like keep up with y'all, dude.
Okay.
Now, if I was on a keyboard drum kit, I could do it. Sadly.
I think it's
We're
fine.
kind of all over the place right now.
We are very all over the place. I keep trying to insert ska music.
There you go. There's your brass section.
Thank you. But maybe what we should do at this point is slow it down.
I would say that
Let's-
the only issue I have with drop tunings is just it ends up in a lot. You end up being in the same place a lot.
Same
That's true.
Place.
Same place and time? Like, what do you
It's
mean by
good.
same
Same-
place?
Okay,
Same
so for instance,
area.
every single song that was ever made in 2006 and between 2006 and 2008
Yeah, the
are
good
open 3, 5, 7, and fucking and
Of
8.
course.
Every single one of them. And then
What's
you know,
wrong with that?
Well, I didn't say anything was wrong with
Oh,
that.
I'm
saying
sorry.
It's all been
That's just
done.
what they are,
I did
It's
just
all been
assume.
because it's just open tuning. So there's only so many things that you can, so many things that if you don't like really open up into the tuning more, like it gets kind of
It's
bland.
because 16-year-old me only knew how to slide a finger around,
There you
man.
go, there
I
you
just
go.
wanted to rock and roll.
That's why standard tuning is so hard for people, is because like it changes all the shapes,
Yep.
like everything. And
I drag.
but yeah, like I mean, for that's
that's-
that's kill switch. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You could literally explain all of 2008 with that right there. And drop tunings. Drop D, drop C, and drop A because they refused to fucking buy a 7-string.
That's my nostalgia, though, man.
Oh no, I love it.
gravitate
I do.
towards
I
that.
love Killswitch. I love all that stuff. I do. I really do. I'm just stating, So that's the only issue I've ever had with drop tuning for me, because I always want to play that stuff.
It's just so easy, man. Just gonna rock out.
And if you start in open, you're gonna keep going to the same place. You have to start somewhere else.
You gotta get off the
You-
top
you- you-
string.
Yeah, because if
Yeah.
If you don't,
as soon as
throw
you
that
play-
in-
yeah,
if
as
you
soon
don't
as-
throw stuff like.
right.
If you don't throw that kind of stuff in there, it is gonna sound like that, but that's what you gotta use the chords. Just use
Yeah.
it brightens it up.
Look, I like these chords though. I think we should stay on the chords, but I think we should slow it down.
Is it every time I do that stuff? That reminds me of Slipknot.
I feel dumb because I only just now realized there's like stuff on the board. All right.
Yeah. They get a lot of 0358.
You're right about that.
I know. That's just that's drop tuning for you, though, man. It really is. That's why you got to get off that. You have to get off the open note and start somewhere else. Like. And that takes away the 03578 problem, where because that's an issue for me as far as like if I'm gonna write an open tuning, I'm not playing 0, 3, or 5. I can't, because I'm gonna result back to sounding like other bands I've listened to for so long.
Well,
and
it's
I
almost
know
like
that.
if you're not basing it around that, when you go there, it's like it almost for the listener like,
just
oh, is that
doesn't
it? Is that
sound
it?
it.
And then it never happens, and it's like more interesting that way.
The
You know?
trick
Yeah.
is to make the bottom string like something that when you go to it, like John just said, it piques the ear.
It's
So like if you do accidentally
that's-
go there
that's
for
why
some
you-
reason, it's like, oh wait, that's out of
That's
key.
why if you start on 4, like
Yeah, because that open tuning chord.
I do that a
belongs to
lot,
several
where I
different
use the
keys.
open as like the lowest chord in the progression. You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
see, that's how you can use that bottom as like a you can go to it still, and it's still gonna be heavy. But it changes the key of the song, which is nice.
Right.
Because having it, you know, if you're tuning like if you're tuning to drop C or tuning to drop D, you're gonna find a lot of riffs that have already been done, and that's an issue because then you go to write something and you don't realize that you just wrote something that somebody's already written.
True.
That is true.
It's like that. Like I wrote that one riff a long time ago, but it ended up being like
A few weeks ago.
That's really hard to play fast. So it's like. You know, but then I was listening to some old school Trivium and I found a riff that almost sounds just like that beginning riff. And I'm like I just wasted a lot of fucking time on that. Like that sucks, you know. When stuff like that happens, it really sucks, man. Just like that's and even in like standard tunes, like sometimes you write something that's like, you know, you write more simple stuff because I mean simple is always fun, man. It's just really, you know, and some of the more simple stuff is really like heartfelt and touching. So like, and then you realize you're like, God, dude, there's like 5 billion songs out there that have that same coordination, but your song is different because you wrote it and your feeling is in it. And so that I think it's cool, man, and it's cool to dive into other stuff too, though, you know, and just kind of like figure out other ways to utilize things that people haven't. You know, like that's, you know.
Well, then that seems like a segue, right? Diving into other stuff.
Yeah, let's move on.
Should we set up for some acoustic jams?
Yeah, we're at the halfway point. by
I've
now.
muted myself, so.
Nice.
I love that option for the tuner. Like when you click that tuner, just like. That's great.
Yep.
Oh, do we have another? Is he going to use that same input jack, or you want me to get out the blue one for this?
I'm sorry. What now?
Does he use the same input for the acoustic, right? Or do you want me to? Because that's gonna.
What are you gonna play?
I think he. Are you grabbing your acoustic, right? Yeah. I'm gonna grab mine too. And we're both in standard,
This
right?
is interlude
that?
music.
So I'm
for
saying,
you while we
Do
switch
you want to run through the Kemper then, and I'll run him through the loader?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I'll
That's
switch over to that 6-string profile
Beautiful.
we made.
Well, that's what we'll do then. I'm gonna help move some things around then.
Should be quick switch over, right? Yep. Everything's already there. Go for it. Yeah. Great. That guitar's growing on me, dude. It's only like the 4th time I've played it. Yeah, I played on it like twice before you came over, and then the one day, you know, you and I fiddled around with it, and then today. Yeah, before I turn anything on.
I muted it over here and pulled the level down just a little.
You notice how I took all that wet back too? Yes, sir. It's not too much, is it?
Is that one an E?
Yes, sir.
The pre-delay's in
You
the
look
right
so
spot.
happy.
The pre-delay's in the right spot too. It's nothing's in the way. It sounds really good. Which reverb are you using? Do you know?
Yeah, probably the Legacy because I didn't have a chance to work on this profile yet.
Gotcha. That's okay. I'm gonna darken you just a little bit at the
Please,
board
please.
because you're real bright.
Yes. Can you darken in like maybe just a wee bit of low end?
You want some more or less?
Just a tad bit more.
Yeah, sure.
You could take those highs back just a little bit more too if you want, bud. Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
I got you.
That's. Sorry, Mike. I didn't even realize you were playing with me.
You know, the wet maybe could come back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Only
Yeah, we talked about this Legacy being not good.
Well, it's not that it isn't good. It's that we can't, like... And Mike kind of, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. You have the tendency, I think, to have, like, high frequencies really stack. Like, the very highs and very lows tend to stack on reverb returns. So, like, if you don't have a way to make just the reverb part be darker, it ends up, like... getting in the way a little bit. That's why I do a lot of the low pass thing on whichever other reverb I
Do
go to.
you want to
a
come
lot.
adjust this natural reverb for me real quick?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. I got it changed over to it. It's on all the settings there. You know how to run it now. Which right now it's already better. It's still too much, but it's better than it was. That's why we run that reverb now.
Now we can bring the mix way back up and it won't be bad.
There it is. Yep, hit it 3 times.
It says select what to do.
There you go. Oh, man.
Ooh, that's good. Zach, that's so good.
Yeah, the bone bridge piece makes so much difference on this guitar.
There we go.
I'm
How's
just
that?
wondering, like, I'm gonna turn on the cab just to see. That's with the cab on.
Weird.
This is a cab off.
Just depends what you like. I don't think there's a wrong or a right. That sounds so like clear and natural, though. I like that. Like it doesn't sound like the pickup. Let's put it that way.
No,
At all.
and that's exactly what we want.
And that's what we want.
Because this thing sounds like shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
I know you're in tune. I hear it. I was a little off. Am I allowed to do that cover or no?
Whatever you want. Do whatever you want until money starts rolling in. We don't care.
You want to do it?
We can.
We did it last week. Or 2 weeks ago.
We might as well. I like the idea of
Did
like
we just,
getting.
well, dude, we just started
That was
doing a
awesome.
scale together.
That was
We're like,
cool.
what?
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try that then.
One, 5, 5, 4, 4, 1.
One. Damn you. One. You can use any of those picks, buddy. Go for it.
That'll be fun to get in there too at some point. I can't wait.
There's this one feel like a little less thick. Those ones are a little less thick too.
And while we're still setting up, I want to thank you all for tuning in. This is Vibe Unit Session 64. Go ahead, John. If you haven't yet, like, comment, subscribe. Anyone out there from Twitch? Anyone out there watching us on Twitch? Anyone out there on YouTube? Facebook seems to be a good retention rate. I think I think we got a lot of people watching live on Facebook.
I haven't looked in a while.
That's gonna have to be figured out.
Please figure it out.
Nice. There it is.
So for the sake of what we're doing now, that mic I'm treating that as an instrument mic. So if it doesn't sound right talking into it,
Yeah,
that's
so if
why.
you try singing into it, it's gonna.
Colin says, sounds great.
Thanks, Colin.
Appreciate you coming by, man. Just having a good time this afternoon.
Yeah. That was pretty. Sorry. Hard to follow for me. but beautiful. Little mic adjustment there.
Doing it?
Beautiful.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't even remember all the lyrics. Yeah, I don't remember all the lyrics. All good? It's actually a song I was writing, which because you asked me if I was doing any writing, and like I didn't even tell you that I wrote an entire song. I forgot about that because and remember I showed you the intro. That's the intro to this song. Yeah, yeah. So essentially it's just like yeah. So the beginning is just like. And then the part. Because it's like repeating. It's weird. It's really freaking weird.
Yeah, I'm a visual person, like more than anything. So,
Yeah, so it's
like I usually write this stuff down. I will forget. Go ahead and show me again, so I can forget again. Just saying, I will forget.
that first part's just, and then you repeat that, and then the lyrics come in.
One.
Dude, it's weird. It's weird how they come in.
Is it?
Like, it is.
The
It's,
4.
yeah.
Comes in
it's
on the
like-
4?
It does. Yeah.
That's okay. You need a whole measure to say what you gotta say.
I cut out a whole verse.
You needed more than a
I
measure.
cut
You need
out a
measure and
whole-
floor and chord.
I cut out a whole verse and then another chorus, so that song's way shorter now too, dude. So. And then
Okay.
and then you repeat that. Just so crazy that you were playing those those same chords. The only thing I think I was doing different is like on my D, I'm sliding that thumb around. All right, we can switch it up.
I'm curious what Taylor's got, because he keeps I keep feeling like he's holding this string in front of me of his music, and I want to swat it, dude. I'm ready. Capo 3 for those at home.
We were kind of playing some earlier.
Yeah. First chord is shape. Okay. Okay. I'll figure it out.
Sounds like 6-5-4 to me.
Probably.
4, 5, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6.
Beautiful. I want to keep playing that. I like progression's nice.
I do love that chord progression a lot.
I'm gonna have to wrap up in the near future.
Okay.
Make you rap.
Be the second day I've been here.
Let's see.
True.
Ash, how long have we been going?
An hour and 15, I believe.
We got 15 minutes. You want to rock one more out? Like, we should still do that same song, maybe. Oh, okay. See, I see what you did. You took your capo off. So if you're at home and you notice that the capo's missing, go ahead and remove it from the 3rd fret. Oh, and he dropped. Oh, and he moved. And he's twisted knobs on his thing. Does that mean you're in drop D now?
No, I'm back. I was in drop D.
Oh, see that important details.
Secrets.
Secrets. All right, we got one more in us. I'm gonna try to follow the best I can.
Acoustic, dude? Come on now.
I have no gauge for it today because I'm using the amp here to like feel it. So I don't. Whatever you guys need on bass, go for it. I'm completely filled up on bass over here. I have more bass than I know what to do with.
More bass than your body has room for.
So bassed. That was pretty what we were doing. We should rock one more out. Let's establish a chord structure and then just rock. What do you guys think? You guys know what do you know what a chord structure is?
Do you guys know what rock is? Do you know what time it is?
You guys like writing things on boards?
I got you for 3 minutes.
3 minutes of playtime.
All right.
Is that Spider-Man?
It is. Bonesaw is ready. So funny. Aha! No.
We doing Folsom Prison then? Zach, you want to rock that one out? That'll be a good way to send it home.
Well, you want me to sing
Yep.
some Folsom?
Yep. And we got a harmonica. We're good. All right, let's rock it out. We got 17 minutes. Or less. I don't know. You got to lead it, Zach.
All right. take it away. Not Sailor. Now John.
Thank you for tuning in to Vibe Unit, session 64 in the books. If you haven't yet, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't yet, donate some money. No, I'm just kidding. We have a Cash App, Patreon if you're curious in donating. And also, email us at media@vibeunit.com, and we'll see you next week.
That's it then.
See you next
Have
week.
a good week.
See ya.